Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Delbarton is brought to you by Tip of the Spear Football.
Delbarton heads to Woodrow Wilson for an out-of-conference clash between North and South Jersey. The Green Wave are looking to bounce back after a close loss to St. Anthony from New York at MetLife Stadium. The Tigers look to improve to 2-0 after beating Camden Catholic in their opener. It felt like a hot July day, so it was no surprise that both teams brought plenty of fireworks. Tigers were third and long. Quarterback Devin Kargman drops back to pass, and he finds Amari Clark over the middle, and he powers into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 15-yard hookup. The PAT is good, and Woodrow Wilson takes an early 7-0 lead. Later in the first, the Tigers' offense is on the move again. Kargman, he will load and fire to the back corner of the end zone, and Fadil Diggs will make the catch. It's a 17-yard touchdown for the Texas A&M commit, and the extra point is good, and the Tigers lead 14-0 late in the first quarter. Second quarter now, Delbarton with the football. Quarterback Cole Freeman is going to look left. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it back across his body and somehow gets it into number 19, Jake Jarmolowicz, for the touchdown. The extra point is good, and the Green Wave trail 14-7. A short punt by Woodrow Wilson leaves Delbarton with great field position. It's first and goal from the 1 for the Green Wave, and Freeman keeps it himself and walks into the end zone. The extra point is good, and Delbarton ties the game at 14. A Tigers fumble would set up the Green Wave in great position again. This time, Freeman will hand it off to number 2, Azariah Lewis, and he will punch it in for 6. The extra point is good, and Delbarton takes a 21-14 lead with 8:24 left in the half. What a run by the Green Wave. Final moments of the first half, Woodrow Wilson trying to tie it up before the break. Kargman will fire right, and Joseph Townsend makes an incredible one-handed interception. Delbarton will take a 21-14 lead into the half. First possession of the second half, Delbarton with the football. Freeman will roll to his right, looking to throw. He's going to take off towards the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. That's 28 unanswered points for the Green Wave, and it's now 28-14 with 9:50 left in the third. Next possession for the Tigers, who really need an answer. Kargman will hand off to Mahim McCargo, and he will power through a few defenders and into the end zone. The extra point is good, and Woodrow Wilson trails 28-21 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Delbarton's turn with the football now. Freeman will hand it off to Lewis again, and he will run it in for the touchdown. The extra point is good, and the Green Wave lead 35-21 late in the third quarter. Start of the fourth quarter, Tigers with the football. Kargman fakes the handoff. He'll throw it deep and find Clark wide open for the 20-yard touchdown. The extra point is good, and Woodrow Wilson trails 35-28. The Green Wave have the ball now and are looking to pad their lead. Freeman is looking to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the field, but it's going to be Clark who cuts it off and gets the interception. A big swing of momentum for the Tigers as they look to claw their way back into this one. Woodrow Wilson takes it right down the field and sets up this. Kargman keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get a little help from his teammates to push the pile into the end zone. The extra point is good, and the game is now tied at 35 with 9:25 left to go. A Delbarton field goal gives them a 38-35 lead, but the Tigers are not done yet. Kargman will find Diggs over the middle in traffic. He turns upfield, bowls over a defender, and he's in for the touchdown. Unbelievable effort on the play by Diggs, but a missed PAT will leave the score at 41-38 with 1:33 left to go. Last chance for the Green Wave. Freeman drops back to pass. Pocket collapses. He tries to avoid the rush and throw it away, but the ball goes backwards, and the Tigers will scoop it up and run it into the end zone to seal the victory. Unbelievable turn of events at the end of this game. Woodrow Wilson wins an absolute thriller, 48-38 in what is surely an early candidate for Game of the Year in New Jersey. Kargman finishes the day with 448 passing yards and 5 total touchdowns. Diggs hauled in 13 catches for 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Tigers improved to 2-0 with the win and will host Cedar Creek in one of next week's marquee matchups. Delbarton falls to 1-2 on the year and will host DePaul Catholic next week. From Camden, James Mooney, JerseySportsZone.com.